Hello guys, this is Vinod from MindMajix, and I welcome you all to this special session in which our trainer will explain everything you need to know about the AlterYX. Before beginning the session, we request you to watch the previous parts of the covered series. Check the link in the caption. In this video, let us look at the topics we will cover. We shall start with workflow solving and continue with imputation, sample field, sample tool and record ID fields. Please check the caption to jump between the topics. If you are new to the MindMajix channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon to get quick updates about the new tech tutorials, free webinars, and career-enhancing shorts from working professionals. Like and share the video with your friends and AlterYX career aspirants. Without any further delay, let's start the video.
In this video, what we're gonna cover, there is a workflow that we need to replicate. I will give you scenario and you need to replicate it. The reason why I am giving the workflows each and every second session is I want you guys to be practically trained. You guys to be pro in AlterYX hands-on, not just the theoretical knowledge. So the agenda of today's session is, first we're gonna solve this workflow. The second thing is we're gonna cover more and more preparation tools. Okay. So what are the other preparation tools that we're gonna cover today is, first is imputation. The second one is sample field. The third one is record ID field. And the fourth one is sample tool. This is what we're gonna cover in today's session. So let us go to the workflow. What is the requirement of the workflow? Let me execute it first and then I will tell you what is the requirement of the workflow. So the requirement of workflow is to sort the national holidays in the order of month. So let's suppose there are 5 different holidays in Jan, 4 different holidays in Feb. So they should be sorted on the basis of date. Now have a look at this data. It is showing the red. Okay. One more thing I want to tell you, the data profiling of the, have a look at this tool. There is red error. So it will give you the cell is not okay. The cell has trailing spaces. So you got a fair idea that you have to remove the leading and trailing spaces. The second thing is that not okay. It is giving 100% not okay. Why it is not okay? It has leading spaces. So first we need to trim this. Then we need to perform a different set of operations. I'll show you one by one what we need to do. Control C. And this error message is the data profiling part. It might be red in color, it might be green in color, it might be yellow in color. Yellow means certain warnings. The red means there is some error in your data. It's not like the error in your data, but the thing is that your data is not in the expected format what AlterYX expects. So the very first operation we need to perform is we need to remove the leading and trailing zeros from both of the tool. How are you gonna do that? Both of the column. We have data cleansing tool ready for it. So we will remove the leading and trailing white space, Control R, and we'll check each and after every step that our data is working correct or not. So we'll do this. Next, what we need to do, here we have string, but what we have to do, we have to make it date first to sort. You can see this is string. We have to make it date to sort. So how you gonna do this? I mean, this is relatively very simple. You just use a formula tool over here and type expression day what I am doing over here, I am just appending the year to the dates. So what I will do, day plus this space plus 2021. Okay, so you got Jan 4 2021. Okay, the size is 13, that's why it was giving the error. Okay, what we can do then, we will make use of select tool. See guys, I can create a new column also and assign the data type to be greater than this, but this should not be the case always. You should use select tool for these purposes, because you cannot create a new column each and every time. Then day, you need to convert this, you need not to convert this, just increase the size of this, control R. You can have a look at the output of this tool. It is Jan 4 2021. Now we need to change this output in a format that AlterYX can understand. So let me just go back to a tool, and there is a new tool here. I'll tell you, DateTime Tool is a new tool. So what this tool does, this tool basically convert your datetime to string or string to datetime. Both can be interchangeably used. So right now we have a string in our column and we want to convert that into our date. Select the field to convert. We want to convert day. Output field exact day. We'll give the name exact day to the new field. So this is how it is working. You will always create a new field using the date time. We cannot change the field exactly. Okay. So I need to mention a format. You can specify from the list of formats that is being given over here, and you can also create your format in the section given below. So just allow me 2 or 3 seconds. Okay, we have the format. We have format, we have month first, then day, then year. Okay, let us check, is there any format like this? Month, day, comma, year. So there is comma in between, we cannot use this. So let us specify a format by our choice. So guys, there is a specific format you can give. I will go with percentile B, okay, percentile D, and percentile Y. So guys, you can see that example and output. It will perceive my date like this and it will convert this into the output. The incoming string should match the example. There is a meaning of this B, this D, this Y. So percentile B is uppercase month. If I make it to the smaller case, you can see that only Jan is coming. But if I make it to be the uppercase, the January is coming to be whole. Percentile D. Percentile D is month. Percentile Y in caps is year. But here you can see that 00 is coming because I change it to a smaller one. We'll change it to the larger one, percentile Y. So you can play with the tool configuration like this. Control R again. Now second thing what you need to do, you need to sort on the basis of date. So we will use a sort tool here. And what we need to do, we need to sort on the basis of exact date ascending. Control R we will do. Here you can see that our date is sorted. Okay. Then what we need to do, we just need to remove this last four character, the starting four character 2021 from this. So we can use a formula. What you can do in exact day, or from day only? What we will do from day, we will replace day. The target is 2021. We will replace it with nothing. You can see the January 4 is coming. Control R. Okay, the cell has trailing spaces. We will do this. Control R. It will not have trailing spaces now, and you can see that the data is sorted. Then we just need to select the column that we need to work on. We will select event and day, and our workflow is ready. Now let us move to the tools section. So we will cover the first tool to be the imputation. Guys, now have a look at the documentation part. This is also very important. The first part is comment. Let's suppose you have a workflow which contains 1000 tools. How are you gonna maintain the readability of that a workflow? Just simple, you can use the comment tools anywhere, like I'm using over here. In this session, I am covering imputation, comma, select record, sorry, sample, and random sample. These three tools I gonna cover. Okay, this is just the comment box. Now let's suppose there are 1000 tools and you want to contain some of the tools in a container. What I will do, I will select all of these tools, move them to this container, and let's see. So guys, container, as the name suggests, is the container of tools. And you can do one thing, just collapse this container, enter up. All of your tools is now inside the container. Each container has a name. You can give a meaningful name to a container. I'll give this the preparation tool workflow 3. I gave this a meaningful name. Okay, you can basically select the text color, the fill color, border color, transparency, margin, something like this. Disabled is there are two options, the disabled or enabled. You can see if you click on disabled, your workflow expansion has been disabled. It is not expanding now. If you select it to be enabled, just give us a second. Now it is enabled. The expansion is enabled. So these were the just two tools that we use in a daily purpose a lot. Now let us go to the imputation tool. Excuse me for a second. I took a imputation tool here. Prior to that, I took a input tool. Input data. We walk a little faster on this. Now, as the name suggests, imputation just imputate the value. It will search for the specified value that you give, and it will replace the value with some other value that you want to replace. Now, let us want to imputate the population. Okay. One more thing, the imputation works with only the numeric data field. It will not work with the string data field or some other data field. If you want to replace some null values from the string, it will not work. It will just work for the numeric values. So we had population, incoming value to replace. You can replace the null values in a column. So right now we'll just check if there are some of the null values in our data set, but I guess there is no null value. Okay, so we will do the second case right now, user specified value. Now let's suppose we have 758 in our data. We will replace 758 and we will replace 758 with a user specified value. There are three or different four cases. I will explain you each and every one. So I replace 758 with 100. Okay. Control R. Now look at the output of this. The row number 4 was 758 here. Now it has been replaced with 100. Okay. Now the second use case could be, let's suppose there are lot of null values in your data. I will create a data for you that has a lot of null values, and we will be able to grasp the concept a little quickly then. Just hold on for a minute. Now I created an input and have a look at this input. It has name and salary in it. There are certain rows that are missing. We are not having salary for Mohan and Sundar. What we can do, we can again use the imputation tool, Control C, Control V, use the imputation tool and replace the value with the incoming value. To replace, we will replace the null value with the average. Control R. So you can have a look at this. Okay, the salary of Mohan and Sundar is not being changed. Let me have a look at this. We have to, okay, we have not selected the salary column. Control R. Now you can have a look at the salary of Mohan and Sundar. The average is 52500, so it is being replaced with this. Now the last but not the least part, include imputed value indicator field. Control R. So you can have a indicator in your field that your value is being imputed or not, if it is original value or the imputed value. You can see that wherever it was original value, it is 0, else it is 1 elsewhere. So now let us move to a different tool. We will move to a sample tool. So let's have a look at this. How many records are there? There are 29514 records. Okay. Now for our understanding, what we can do, we can reduce the records to 10,000. Okay. So I will explain the scenarios a little bit faster, or you will be able to relate little faster. So you can just check the first n records. The sample type is first n records. Yani ki, we have 100 over here, and we will get only the 100 records from this. You can see 100 are there. Second, last n records. We can select the last 100 records like this. So what it will do, it will take the last 100 records. It will skip all of the record in the starting, just took last. Skip first and rows. So there might be a scenario where we can we want to select the data from 1000 to 5000. Okay, what we can do, we will skip the initial 4999 rows. 4999 rows we skip, and then we will get the last of the rows, one in every n rows. So here comes the random sampling or the probability concept, one in every 100 records. Okay, so what it will do, you will get only the 100 records, but there are chances of getting a row picked. 1 by 10 chances is there, so 0.1% probability of a row to be picked. And Control R, run every time. So okay, now there is 1 in n chance to include each row, so 1 by 100 chance of including each and every row. I will execute it, and here you can see there are 86 records, but what we have selected, 1 in n chance to include every row, each row. So it should be like 10,000 divided by 100 and 100 records should be there, but it is not like a row will be picked from 10 rows. It is a probability of getting each and every row picked. So it is 0.01 probability of getting each and every row picked. You just run it again and you can notice there is 101, 108 record. You run it again, there are 94 records. So what it is doing, it is just random sampling. Okay. Likewise, we can do first % of record. If you want to have a look at only the 35% of it, we don't want to have a look at each and every data. So we can just type 35 and we got only 35% of the. Now let us move to the group by section. So it might happen in the case that in Alabama, in state Alabama, I want only the first 3 rows. Okay. So you can see over here in Alabama, I got only Abanda, Abu Valley, and Adam Valley. In Alaska, I got only the 3 records. So group by first groups, and then this sampling type is applied. First the grouping is applied, then the sampling type is applied. I hope I am clear on this. So now let us move to a different tool. I covered imputation, I covered sample. Now we will cover the random percent sample. Okay. It is 90% same as of sample tool, but let me explain you. Okay. See, as the name suggests, random sample percent sample. So everything is random in this. There is no fixed criteria of picking up a record. Everything will be random. So we want to pick the random 1000 records in the start. Have a look at the data, the output data. You got Alabama, Amanda 192, Alabama, Abbey Valley 2688. Now I will run this again. Have a look at this. Now you got Alabama, Italia 6048. Every time you execute this workflow, you will get the random 1000 records. Now you got Abbey Valley again. I hope I am clear on this. Random n% of records. So you want random 5% of the data. Okay. I want only random 5% of the data. Now each and every time your number of records will be 500, but they will be random. Now the deterministic output. So you can determine your output also. The random seed is the factor by which the randomity of our data is being defined. You can define the random seed to be 50,000 and then execute your work. Okay. Now when the deterministic output is being selected, the same output will be given each and every time. Have a look at this. When I run the workflow last, it was 10,194. I will run again this. It is 10,194. Every time you run the workflow, you will get the same output 5% of data. So the randomity of the record is there, but the deterministic thing is also there. You are getting random 5%, but this random 5% doesn't vary by the state of execution. I hope I am clear in this video.